To video número 2 by Mystic Bang from the Congo. All right, now video 2, what is it about? This time I'm isolating it, meaning we're gonna just focus on inverse variation. The last video was direct and inverse. This time it's just inverse. All right, so check this out. Write an inverse. Stop. They use the word inverse. So you got this. So last video I told you every time they say inverse variation, you're going to have two equations. The first equation is y equals k over x, where k equals y times x. All right, so what am I doing here? Writing the inverse equation that passes through this given point. All right, no big deal. Think about this given point as, remember how we did earlier in the table, right? I had tables, some numbers. This one, they just give me like just a point, right? I don't know the rest of those numbers. So at least I know this is x, this is y. Let's plug it in. So let's find the constant, right? Because I have y and x given to me. So the y value is 11. You see this 11? Put it right here. Times the x value, which is the dose. Put it right there. So k equals 11 times 2, you get 22. All right, let's go ahead and plug this in the equation because they want me to write an equation. All right, so therefore, y equals, the k is 22 over x. That's it. That is it. They just wanted the equation. Passing through that. We got that done. Example 2, same deal. Nothing else, right? Inverse, right? It's the same question, but we have number 2. Inverse, we have two equations. The first equation is k over the x, where the k is y times x, and they give me this point, right? Just like think about the table, right? The x and y. You got they gave me the x and the y, So let's plug it in. So this is x, this is y. So k equals, the y is -5 times the x is 3. Therefore, k equals -15. Then you can take this and plug it in the equation. Y equals -15 over x. Here we go. All right. So that wasn't much of a big deal. But now, this number 3, we're actually going to use the equation to predict the future. Like you can predict what's going to happen in 2021. Ha ha ha. All right. So given 2 points from the same inverse. Inverse. All right. What do we do when we have the inverse? We write them equation down. Y equals, again, k over the x, where the k equals the y over the x. Just kidding. Let me take that back. Where the y times the x. All right, so now, look at this table. I'm going to put this information in the table, right? I have my x, I have my y, I have the 12, I got the 2, I have the x here, I have the y, I have the 24. Sorry, that was my phone. And then I have the y. I don't have a number here, y. So I guess this is the question mark, because they want me to find the value of y. Well, I'm going to use the first points right here, because that's known to me, the x and the y. So let's use that information, right? All right, so we have the y, which is 2, times the x, the 12, which gives me 24. All right. Then you use the 24 to plug it in the equation. All right. the green, there you go, over x. Now, you know how we stopped earlier with the equation? Now they want me to use the equation to predict this missing y when x is 24. Well, in this equation, all I have to do is just take the 24, plug it in for the x. That would give me what I'm looking for. All right, so let's go do that over here. Y equals the 24 over the 24. This 24 right here. Therefore, you get y equals 24 divided by 24. Don't you get 1? You sure do get 1. Then we have 1. So this is really 1. That's meant to be 1. We got 1 as the answer. We're done. All right, you got it.